Good evening and welcome to Cathedral High School on the east side of Indianapolis for tonight's girls basketball game between Center Grove and Cathedral. Hello, I'm Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry. We welcome everyone to our coverage of Center Grove girls basketball on Sports Night Indiana, presented by Duke Homes. Rick, we may have the two hottest teams in the state of Indiana here tonight. Center Grove undefeated on the season at 18-0, and for Cathedral, they've won their last 13 games in a row.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. Just jotted that down as well, 13 in a row after Cathedral started the season 2-4. They're just fresh off of a city championship last week that they won, and a pretty good game against Chittard, 65-58. So, yeah, they've coming in 13 wins in a row, and they've inched up into the top 6 or 7 in 3A, but the Center Grove team, Kevin, has just found a way every time out this season. 18-0 on the year, number 4 in 4A, and they're going to have a tough battle tonight on the road at Cathedral.
We see the Center Grove Trojans out of the locker room now to their bench. Cathedral on the court just finished up their warm-ups. We're about a minute away before we get to tonight's starting lineups, and we see to our right the Cathedral Fighting Irish Pep Band here tonight. Center Grove, like you said, Rick, 18-0 on the season, 11-0 at home, 2-0 neutral court, 5-0 on the road. Kevin Stuckmeyer now in his 9th year as head coach of the Trojans, 176 wins, 49 losses. Coach Stuckmeyer's had great success against the Fighting Irish. He's 3-0 against Cathedral.
Well, and he just continues to find a way, Kevin, with all the people that they lost from last year, 2 3-year starters and a 2-year starter, and all 2 of the 3 girls are playing collegiately this year. They just continue they don't rebuild, he just reloads. And obviously they're led by their Miss Basketball candidate, Grayson Gilliard, who's just been absolutely fantastic this year. She's averaging 25.6 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, almost 3 steals a game. She has been as advertised, and everybody else has fit their role perfectly this year.
Let's now join our PA announcer for tonight's national anthem, followed up by tonight's starters.
For tonight's Lady Irish basketball matchup between the Fighting Irish and the visiting Center Grove Trojans. In the Cathedral tradition, we invite you to please rise at this time if you are able, and remove your hats for a prayer, and then remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game that's about to be played. Give each and every one of these young ladies the courage to play this game in a manner which by their words and actions is pleasing to you. Let them enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, bless each and every one of us, coaches, officials, parents, fans, and the players. Keep us all under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. And in your name we pray. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And now, performing America's song, our national anthem, is Cathedral High School's Pride of the Irish Band, led by drum major Lily Valentine. The Cathedral family extends a warm welcome to head coach Kevin Stuckmeyer, his staff, players, and the fans from Center Grove High School. It's time for starting lineups for varsity action, and we will welcome the visiting Trojans from Center Grove. Freshman number 2, Julia Tapak. Sophomore number 33, Haley Wagner. Junior number 23, Mackenzie Pierce. Senior number 10, Hannah Jen. Rounding out the starters, senior number 22, Grayson Julia. And now, time for the starters for your Fighting Irish. Sophomore number 12, Maddie Wacko. Junior number 21, Caroline Wiggins. Junior number 23, Veronica Derringer. Senior number 30, Taylor Triggs. Rounding off the starters for the Irish, senior number 20, Precious Anuka. The Irish are led by head coach Lisa Finn, assistant coaches Cassie Piper, Malcolm Dotson, and Megan Gowers. Tonight's officials for this varsity contest, Christina Cunningham, Chase Warren, and Michael Bates. Official score, Ange Piper. Mark Knows, your clock operator. Your trainer, Brady Cheeseman, and game day administrator, Linda Bamber.
We're ready for Center Grove against Cathedral here on the road. Center Grove in the road black uniforms trimmed in red and white. Cathedral in the home white uniforms trimmed in gold. Grayson Gilliard will tip for the Trojans, and she will win the tip. And the Trojans will bring it up the front court with Hannah Jen Sr. Brings it high left side. Lilia Tapak, freshman. Man-to-man defense by the Irish.
Starts out man-to-man, Kevin. Center Grove in their very patient offense that they'll have. Starting off, it's Watco on Grayson, so that'll be a key matchup, obviously, for Cathedral.
Gilliard trying to go baseline now. Redirects, goes down the lane, and scores the first 2 of the ball game.
Nice little step through there by Grayson to get the first 2 on the board for the Trojans.
Grayson averaging 25.5 points a ball game. Going to the basket. Good defense by Jen on Watco. Got some body on her. She missed it. Gilliard, deep left corner, throws it into the paint to Wagner. She's tripped, and the foul against the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, good defense by Hannah on the one end, and also very good block out there by Wagner. She's going to have to definitely keep Tatum Triggs off of the glass.
Trojans inbound under their own basket, high right side. Tapak, the freshman, to Jen, the senior, around the perimeter. Mackenzie Pierce, high left side. She's a junior. Squares up, looks at the basket.
As we've seen throughout this season, Kevin. Yeah, double right there on Grayson. Anytime she drives, Triggs is the one that is looking to double and help Watco out.
Around the perimeter, deep right corner. Tapak trying to go baseline. Now comes with the left-handed dribble to the lane area, and Mackenzie Pierce hits the 3 from the deep left corner.
That's good to see, Kevin, because when Mackenzie gets going, she has shot the ball really well in the last 5 games from three-point range. Great job by the freshman Tapak of driving the lane and kicking it to Pierce for the 3.
Trojans take an early 5-0 lead. Hannah Jen nearly comes up with a steal. Man-to-man defense by the Trojans here in the half court. Irish working the ball side to side, trying to find something going to the basket. In the scouting report, this Irish team, they like to drive the ball to the basket.
Yeah, not a lot of three-point shooters on this team, but you're right, Kevin. Hannah gets a cheap one there.
Foul against Hannah Jen.
Hannah Jen, her first.
She was our player of the game last time we had the Center Grove Trojans on Sports Night Indiana down at Bloomington South. She had a great defensive effort, especially late in that ball game. corner three. Watco, sophomore at 5'9", misses. However, kicks out long. She gets it back.
Watco she's only 3 for 12 on the year, and Center Grove gets a turnover. That was Wiggins that attempted to pass it, but then defense stepped in there to get the turnover. Good start by the Trojans so far.
5:30 to play, opening quarter. We're at Cathedral High School tonight. Center Grove 18-0. Depends on which poll you look at. Center Grove ranked number 3 in Class 4A. Cathedral at 15-4. They're in 3A, ranked number 7.
Yeah, that's too easy for Grayson. She just got it on the top of the key, and that quick first step by the Miss Basketball candidate, and she drove right around Watco for an easy deuce.
In the lane, shot missed by Tatum Triggs, senior, their top scorer. They do get the follow-up, and now we have a foul under the basket before the shot going against the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, that's going to be on Pierce. Center Grove a little bit unlucky there, but a good job by Cathedral of tipping the ball back underneath the basket. Triggs mixes the wide-open layup, but then Pierce fouls on the rebound attempt.
A couple of fouls against Center Grove. Inside shot missed by the Irish. That was Precious Anuka, the senior, with the missed shot. Here come the Trojans.
Yeah, Anuka's their leading scorer on the year, averaging about 14 a game.
Grayson Gilliard pounds it off the hardwood with the right hand. Now to Mackenzie Pierce around the perimeter. Wagner to Jen, deep left corner. Wagner rolls down into the left post. Popping out, shooting the three is Grayson Gilliard. She drills the three. She's got 7 points.
I mean, what do you do, Kevin? I mean, she's drove around Watco twice, and Watco takes a step off over that time, and Grayson then hits the three.
Anuka gets Cathedral on the scoreboard. 10-2, Center Grove by 8 at midcourt. A steal by the Cathedral Fighting Irish.
Yeah, that's what Cathedral's going to want to do, Kevin, is get into that full court press. That's how they were able to win the city title last week, was that defensive pressure. First time there, and they get a turnover from Center Grove.
Approaching 4 minutes to play, first quarter. 10-2, Center Grove by 8. Grayson Gilliard has 7 of the team's 10. 3 points for Grayson, or I should say Mackenzie Pierce. Pull up, jump shot is good by Tatum Triggs.
That was Anuka again, so she's got all 4. Their leading scorer. Anuka with a nice little pull up there. And
down the lane, the freshman takes it to the corner to Pierce. Her three is no good. On the rebound, a whistle.
Yeah,
foul against
Cathedral. That's going to be on Triggs. That's 2 on her.
That was on the Irish, number 30. Tatum Triggs with her first, team second.
A couple of team fouls against the Irish.
Thought that was a second on her, but only 1 on her. And now, good job by Wiggins of tying up Wagner, and Cathedral are going to get possession.
Caroline Wiggins, sophomore. Nice defensive play. 10-4, Center Grove by 6. 3.5 minutes remaining, opening quarter.
Cathedral settled down a little bit, Kevin, after, I thought that ball was out of bounds. After Center Grove scored the first 10, they scored the last 4.
Watco takes it inside. Now they go to Wiggins. Perimeter shot, Anuka, three-pointer off the rim, offensive rebound. Triggs trying to throw it back out on top. Ball's knocked out of bounds at last touch. The Fighting Irish, Center Grove ball. Sub here coming for Cathedral. Taylor Babington Jr., 5'11", in for the Irish.
And Triggs goes immediately to the trash can over there, Kevin. She's not feeling very good, so that's not good to see. I don't know if she's got a cut or something on her mouth.
She's their top scorer, averaging 16 points a ball game. Center Grove taking a three with Gilliard wide open. She switches it. She's in double figures with 10. Timeout called by Cathedral. Third three-pointer for CG.
Yeah, obviously Coach Finn does not like what she sees so far from her defense. This is a defense that comes in doing a pretty good job of holding teams to just under 43 points a game, 44 points a game. And Center Grove with a quick 13 in the first 4.5 minutes.
Coach Lisa Finn now in her 7th year as head coach at Cathedral. 96 wins, 71 losses. won the sectional and regional last year, lost to Roncalli in the semi-state. Again, the Irish come into tonight's game with 13 consecutive wins. They haven't lost since November 26th at home to Warren Central.
That's a long time ago, Kevin. That's, 2-3 major holidays ago, back in November. But, yeah, they got to be coming in with a lot of confidence, winning those 13 in a row, and a great start by Center Grove on the road.
13-4. Center Grove leads it here early. 10 points for Grayson Gilliard, couple of three-pointers. Pierce has a three-pointer. Anuka has 2 baskets, 4 points to lead the way for the Irish. Back to action. Cathedral with the basketball, working the ball around the perimeter. Center Grove again. Such stingy defense with that man-to-man we see in the ball game. Ellis Sprong for Center Grove. Shot missed in the lane. Center Grove with the rebound. Grayson Gilliard with the rebound. Throws it ahead, deep left corner. Mackenzie Pierce. Lilia Tapak rotates it. Sprong wide open for a 3. Hit the side of the rim. Battle for the rebound, being tipped around. Ends up in the hands of Gilliard. Goes off the glass and gets an easy 2.
Yeah, Grayson gets credit for that bucket, but that's all set up by the freshman Tapak. She kept fighting for that rebound. She was able to tip it back to Grayson, who then got a layup.
Three-pointer doesn't go for Precious Anuka, senior for Cathedral. Center Grove pushing quickly. Grayson goes baseline, draws some contact on the left side of the rim. She wedges the basketball between the backboard and the rim.
Maybe our first wedgie, Kevin, of the season. I thought Grayson got a little bit of body contact there on that drive. No call by the referees, and she left that a little short and it wedged up there.
I believe it should be an alternating arrow situation, so it's Center Grove ball, and we do see Tatum Triggs, senior 5'10", for Cathedral, back in after.
Yeah, I think she has a bloody nose because she has her nose now packed with some gauze, so that's what she was facing.
Gilliard driving to the basket once again. There was some contact from Triggs, but no foul.
There's contact and she's moving. If she's going straight up, that's not a foul, but she's not going straight up. Oh, my. And then Grayson gets an awful call here at this end.
Foul is on the Trojans, number 22.
Wow. Foul against Gilliard.
And Coach Stuckmeyer is letting them know that. He's having a lengthy discussion with the referee that's right in front of him.
Off the out-of-bounds play. Three-pointer good. Precious Anuka, the senior for the Irish. She's got all 7 for the Irish.
That's 2 fouls that got to be strong with the ball.
Wagner dribbles to the left baseline, into the corner. Sprong rotates it to Pierce, high right side. Pierce now pulls it out with the dribble. Terminates the dribble, pivoting. Back to Sprong, right wing, out on top, around the perimeter, going back to the freshman point guard, Tapak. She dribbles to the high right side to Wagner. Gilliard inside, trying to set some screens, and now she pops out to the right wing, now top of the key. She receives the ball, takes the 3, she's
hammered,
hit.
Yep.
She'll get 3 free throws.
Yeah, Watko got her on the arm. Grayson, a nice job. The first step, and I think Watko thought she was going to drive around her and then got tight on her. Grayson then popped back, and she's going to get 3 free throws here.
Grayson already in the ball game. 12 points, 3 free throws, misses here on the first. Again, averaging 25.5 points a ball game, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. 78% free throw shooter. Hits on the next, 13 points for Grayson.
Also in number 10, Jen.
Jen back in for the Trojans.
Carr also making her first appearance for the Trojans.
And she hits on the next one as well. 17-7, Center Grove by 10.
Anna Carr, senior.
Center Grove will have senior night next week when they host the Greenwood Woodmen. Do believe that is on Tuesday night in the Vandy. Backdoor cut, 2 points for Caroline Wiggins, the sophomore.
Yeah, that's a good cut there by Wiggins. And now they poke it away from behind. I think that one's going to go off of Cathedral, but Center Grove in a little bit of trouble with that full court press at Cathedral, and obviously Cathedral trying to find a way. You do not want to get in a half-court game against Center Grove's defense and expect to score a lot of points.
Hannah Jin running the point to Sprong, back to Jin. Center Grove going for that final shot of the first quarter, down to 10 seconds. Hannah Jin dribbling high right side, terminates the dribble, makes the pass to Gilliard. She's going to attack the basket with the left hand, banks it in, count it, and one.
Yeah, and this time exactly what happened before. Trigg gets there. She's moving when she gets there, and she's such a physical body that Grayson bounced off of her. But Grayson, great job with that left hand, so she gets the and one opportunity. What a first quarter for the Miss Basketball candidate, Kevin.
16 points, going for point number 17 at the free throw line. Triggs, a couple of fouls for Cathedral. 4.6 seconds remaining, first quarter, and she hits on the free throw. It's a swish. Final shot for Cathedral at the buzzer. It is off the mark, and it is a great start for the Center Grove Trojans. In particular, how about Grayson Gilliard, Indiana Miss Basketball candidate, 17 of the team's 20 in this opening quarter at Cathedral. Center Grove 20, Cathedral 9. This is CG Girls Basketball, presented tonight by Duke Homes on Sports Night, Indiana. Center Grove leads at 20-9 here at Cathedral against the Irish. Underway here in quarter number 2, and a turnover. Yes, turnover by the Irish. Ill-advised pass. Center Grove will have the basketball again. Grayson Gilliard, 17 points in the opening quarter for the Trojans.
Yeah, they were trying to do another backdoor cut there, and nobody home. But now Gilliard getting, that one goes long. Center Grove gets lucky. And Tapek's going to have an open lane.
Got it. Nice use of the glass. Banks it in with the left hand.
She just continues to get better, Kevin. We saw her early on in the season. Obviously, as a freshman, it's a whole nother ball game coming from middle school, but she has been so good. Continues to get better and better all year.
Perimeter shot for the Irish doesn't go. Missed shot by Veronica Derringer. Center Grove with the rebound on the attack. Tapak pivots in the lane off the glass. Count it, and one for Tapak and Coach Finn.
Yeah,
off the bench. She's got a beef. I think she got away with a walk.
I 100% agree. Now it's time for Coach Lisa Finn on that Cathedral bench. Not happy with that. And she does have a complaint, Kevin. Tapak might have got by with an extra step.
NBA, you play on here. I think you might call that one. She hits the free throw, three-point play for Tapak. She has all 5 points for Center Grove here in this second quarter.
Well, and all this is being done with Gilliard on that bench, getting some valuable rest time. So great start to the start of the second quarter. Now another turnover by Cathedral, and they're struggling right now. Unless Anuka can get something going, their second leading scorer, Triggs, is on the bench with 2 fouls, Kevin. It's almost one of those things where you got to start thinking about, I got to get her back in, because it's going to do no good to keep her on the bench with 2 fouls, and we're down by 30 at half.
Tapak breaks the press. It was a man-to-man press, but she had the ball knocked away from behind once she came across midcourt. Good defense by Anuka to knock that one away. There was a loose ball.
And guess who was on the floor, Kevin, tying up the Cathedral girl to get possession back for Center Grove?
You know it. Our Hannah Jen, the senior. Hannah off the out-of-bounds play, receives the pass from Tapak, goes back to Tapak. Behind the three-point arc, Tapak looking to drive, now pulls it back out. Sprung, high right side, now to Wagner. She'll go baseline. Goes under the basket. Oh, wow. She put it in. I thought she got a little bit too deep.
Yeah.
She almost was under the basket when she pulled up, and she does hit the shot, and she is fouled.
Yeah, I thought she was going to go all the way under the basket and go over on the left-hand side. Instead, she stops and makes a circus shot and gets fouled for the N1 opportunity.
Maddie Watko picks up her second foul, and Wagner converts on the old-fashioned three-point play, and it's 28-9. Center Grove leads it in the second quarter, 6:20 to play until intermission.
Oh, good help by Tapak. Oh, my gosh. A little ticky-tack one there, Kevin. Tapak gets her first.
Reach-in foul called against Tapak. Reaching in on Precious Anuka. Out of bounds for the Irish, right in front of the Center Grove bench.
Yeah, Irish right now just struggling to find some scores. Like I said, Anuka comes in averaging 14 a game. She had the first 7, but Center Grove has put the clamps on her since then.
Anuka makes the bounce pass to Watko. In the middle, that's Babington. Goes back to Anuka. In the corner, Merritt Hill Jr. Baseline shot is good by Precious Anuka. First basket for the Irish here in the second quarter. 9 points for Anuka. She leads the way for the Irish.
She's got 9 out of their 11 so far, Kevin. Trying to keep them in the game.
5:40 to play, second quarter. 28-11. Good start for the Trojans here in the opening half. In the lane, whistle, traveling called against Haley Wagner. Grayson Gilliard back in for the Trojans. Carr goes back to the bench. Good minutes for Anna Carr. Grayson back in again. 17 points on that opening quarter. Irish on the perimeter. Hannah Jen knocks it away, gets on the floor, knocks it into the backcourt. What do we have? It's going to be off Hannah Jen, out of bounds. What an effort by Hannah.
Yeah, another great defensive play there by Jen to knock that one away. She is an absolute pest out in front, and now they move Watko off of the point there with Hannah Jen guarding her.
Skip pass for the Irish. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Maddie Watko, the sophomore, with the 3.
Yeah, she only came in with 3 on the year. Oh. Outside official calls a travel on Grayson. Don't know about that one either. She shot faked and drove around her girl and got called for the travel. Now 5 straight by Cathedral after Center Grove had their largest lead at 19. (28-14) Trojans on the baseline, counted for the Irish. Taylor Babington, the junior, scores. She'll go to the line to shoot 1. Her first basket, playing off the bench. And that's number 2 on Jen as well. Pierce going to have to come in for her.
It's Babington on the line for the three-point play. Now a substitution into the Trojans, number 23.
Babington averaging 5.5 points a ball game, 54% from the stripe. Hits on the free throw.
7 straight by, actually 8 straight by Cathedral. I'll just clear out right now and let Grayson Gilliard bring this up.
Grayson in the lane or at the free throw line, throws it to the corner. She gets it back inside, looks opposite. Three-pointer by Tapak, high arching 3, rattled out. Battle for the rebound. Grayson going after it. There's a whistle.
Oh.
Foul called against, I do believe they're going to put that one on Grayson. Oh my. 2 fouls on Grayson. Center Grove fans a little restless, to say the least.
Center Grove fans, Center Grove announcer here a little restless as well. I don't know about either one of them that she's gotten so far.
Irish trying to work against this Trojan man-to-man defense, and Grayson Gilliard with the steal. Ball's out of bounds. Grayson stepped out of bounds. She intercepted the pass, but she's out of bounds, so it'll be Cathedral ball right under its own basket.
Good help side defense there by Grayson. She got a hold of the ball, but then kind of got nudged a little bit and went out of bounds. Another turnover there by Cathedral. Coach Finn's got to be happy after her team fell down 19 to have scored 8 straight to cut this to 11. Got to be really careful. Anuka really good guarding right now. She's on Tapek. Tapek gets it up the court.
Grayson Gilliard penetrates, gives it up to Sprong. Tapek, and now Grayson in the lane, flashes and receives the pass, puts out the shot, just hit the side of the cylinder, cleared out by the Irish. Watko into the front court. Anuka back to Watko. On the backdoor cut, scoring is Merritt Hill. Her first 2, she's playing off the bench. What a run here for the Irish.
11 straight, Kevin.
Getting back into this one.
Straight.
They were down, 20-9 at the end of the first quarter, and then 28-9 at one point here in the second quarter. Center Grove's been on 29 for some time. 3:10 to go, second quarter.
Center Grove has gotten some good looks, Kevin, just haven't been able to get them to go down.
Pierce rotates it. Gilliard lobs it inside to Wagner, and she goes off glass with the left hand and scores her 5th point.
Beautiful pass and a beautiful job with the left hand by Haley to put that one in and break that 10-0 run for Cathedral.
Missed shot by the Irish. Mid-range jumper, no good. Gilliard goes down the lane, drives all the way, count it, and 1. 19 points for Grayson Gilliard at the line to shoot a free throw.
Oh, there Cathedral got. That time Cathedral kind of got confused a little bit. They had one girl on her, and then they tried to switch halfway through the drive, and that is not going to work. And then Grayson just strong enough to get the shot up on the rim, gets it to go, and gets fouled on the arm. Another opportunity for a 3-point play.
Free throw is no good by Grayson. 19 points for the senior. 32-19. Center Grove in front. 2.5 minutes remaining, second quarter. Irish in the half court. Watko inside. Anuka.
Wow.
Turnaround jump shot, good. Not an easy shot.
No, not an easy shot at all. She just elevated. Not a very tall girl, Anuka, but man, that was a nice little turnaround.
She's in double figures with 11.
Anuka,
ball tipped out of bounds. Center Grove ball.
5'7". Nice play there.
Kennedy Kemper, sophomore, played in the JV contest. She comes in for Grayson Gilliard at the 2-minute mark. Grayson again with 2 fouls. Do not want to see her picking up that 3rd foul. And now travel called against Lilia Tapek of Center Grove.
Yeah, Tapek thought that somebody got a hold of her arm, and that's what Coach Stuckmeyer is saying as well. Having a running discussion here.
32-21 Trojans. CG has led throughout in this opening half. Anuka, high arching pass going to the corner, and that one goes about 2 bleachers up. Almost hit the pep band drummer.
That
out of bounds.
Not be a good way for the pep band to not have a drum the rest of the evening, Kevin, as a basketball through the drum.
They got to get ready to perform here at halftime. 90 seconds left in this opening half. Tapek with the left-handed dribble across midcourt. Wagner rotates it to Kemper. Mackenzie Pierce now to Ella Sprong. Trojans, good ball movement. Looking for something going to the basket. Looking for Wagner in that low post. Kemper to Tapek between the circles. Mackenzie Pierce, high right side.
Tight defense right now by Cathedral, really pressuring the passing lanes, not letting Center Grove make that pass to the other side and side to side.
1 minute remaining. Very aggressive defense, you're right, by the Irish. Wagner holds it. Her defender does back off a little bit. In the corner, Mackenzie Pierce tries a three. She got one early on in the first quarter, misses here. Kicks out long to the 10-second line, chased down by Ella Sprong.
Good effort by the senior Sprong to track that one down almost to half court.
Center Grove will reset. Might go for the final shot now of the first half. We're down to 25 seconds.
Yeah, you got to be strong with the ball, rip it through whenever they're grabbing, reaching, holding.
20 seconds to go. Tapak pulls it out with the dribble down to 15.
Yeah, she's going to attempt to take Wiggins.
Wagner drives to the basket, into the corner. We got a blocking foul called against the Irish with 4.6 seconds. Wagner driving strong to the basket, and the defender called for blocking.
Yeah, that's on Watko, and that's her third. That's a big foul. Only 14 foul. Theodore gets a little bit of a break there. No free throws, but 4.6 remaining here. We'll see what Coach Stuckmeyer draws up.
Is this the picket fence? And they go to Wagner. Misses inside. Battle for the rebound. We got a whistle. Do we have a jump ball or do we have a foul?
Into
the first half. And the Center Grove Trojans will take a lead of 32-21 into the halftime locker room here at Cathedral. Center Grove 18-0, 18 straight wins. The Irish have 15-4, 13 straight wins. Center Grove impressive here in this opening half. This is CG Girls Basketball being presented tonight by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana.
At the Skin Lab, beauty and wellness come together under one roof. From advanced skin treatments and injectables to personalized wellness programs, we help you look and feel your very best. Whether you want radiant, glowing skin, balanced hormones, or a boost in confidence, our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. Discover an experience where science meets luxury and results speak for themselves. The Skin Lab, your journey to confidence starts here.
Our car wash remembers your car's quirks better than your favorite barista remembers your coffee order. Delivering a wash experience as smooth and effortless as your morning latte.
Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day,
with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
so you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Homeownership is already stressful enough.
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
Trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Back inside the Cathedral High School Gymnasium, we are at halftime, 32-21. Center Grove girls basketball leading the Cathedral Fighting Irish. In that opening quarter, Center Grove, fantastic start, led 20-9. Each team scoring 12 in the second quarter, putting the halftime score again at 32-21. Center Grove with the advantage, and Rick, you've got our scores from the first half.
Yeah, first for the home team, the Cathedral Fighting Irish. They were led in scoring by their senior guard, Precious Anuka, their leading scorer, coming in with 14 a game. She's got 11 in the first half, 1 3-pointer. Then also scoring for them, Maddie Watko has 3, Taylor Babington has 3, and Merritt Hill and Carolyn Wiggins have 2 for their 21 points. For Center Grove, they were led in scoring by their Miss Basketball candidate Grayson Gilliard. She had 17 in the first quarter, had 1 more bucket in the second quarter, got into some foul trouble there, didn't play a lot of minutes in the second quarter. She has 19 at half for Center Grove. Following her in scoring was 2 girls, Lilia Tapek. She has 5 points, as well as Haley Wagner. Both of them had an and 1 plus another bucket for their 5 points. And then also scoring, first bucket of the game was Mackenzie Pierce with 3 points for Center Grove's 32 points. Center Grove led 20-9 after 1 quarter, got up as much as they scored the first 8 points of the second quarter, was up 28-9 before Cathedral then went on a 10-point run, and both teams then scored 12 points total in the second quarter, so Center Grove maintained that 11-point lead at halftime.
At this moment, we want to thank all these wonderful sponsors for Center Grove girls basketball this season: Tapac Wealth Management, Aqua Systems, Bischoff Wealth Management, Don Wilder of Berkshire Hathaway, Duke Homes, Fuel Up Nation, G&G Oil, Jeff Heidelberger Insurance Agency, Kopetsky Auto Wash, North Point Engineering and Surveying, Specified Lighting, and the Skin Lab. Also, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor tonight for our web stream here on Sports Night Indiana, Duke Homes. Also, a big thank you to Habig Injury Law for donating $3 for each made three-pointer in tonight's ball game by the Center Grove Trojans. That money going back to the Center Grove High School Girls Basketball Parent Club. And Rick, I believe Center Grove 3 3-pointers in that opening quarter, or opening half.
That's what I got. Grayson with 2 of them and McKenzie with 1. So 3 of those 3-pointers, and good to see Mr. Habig digging into the wallet a little bit for that donation.
Yeah, a big thank you to Habig Injury Law of Greenwood for supporting tonight's Sports Night Indiana's coverage of the Trojans. Habig Injury Law not only stands up for injury victims across Central Indiana, they also support the hometown teams. If you or your family need experienced legal help, visit HabigInjuryLaw.com or call 317-528-066. That's Habig Injury Law of Greenwood, proud supporters of the hometown teams. Also, at the conclusion of tonight's game, Rick and I will be naming our Greenwood Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game for Center Grove. And already this year we've had Grayson Gilliard win that award, along with Haley Wagner and also Hannah Jin.
Every time you talk about Texas Roadhouse, Kevin, it just brings back fond memories of a mere 2 days ago whenever I had my last Texas Roadhouse. It's always good when I have my kids at home during the breaks and stuff, because they feel the same way as me, that I could go there 3 or 4 times a week and it would be perfectly fine. So, of course, now it's kind of a running joke, as it is with you. I got a lot of white gravy on my mashed potatoes,
of course,
my chicken critters, and the kids kind of make a joke about, Dad doesn't order chili or a soup. He orders a bowl of white gravy that he can put over all his food. But appreciate George Hill and the fine folks at Texas Roadhouse. They were extremely busy on Sunday, like they are most Sundays, and every day of the week. So appreciate their sponsorship. And one lucky girl will get a free meal at the Greenwood Texas Roadhouse after tonight.
Center Grove and Cathedral back out on the court, warming up, getting ready for the second half. Again, Center Grove 18-0 on the season, 11-0 at home, 2-0 neutral court, 5-0 on the road. In the Max Prep State Poll, Center Grove ranked number 2 in Class 4A, number 2 by Max Preps. And the Coaches Poll 4A at number 3, and the Coaches State Poll has Center Grove at number 4. For the Irish, again, 15-4 on the season, 13 straight wins coming into tonight's game. And Max Preps, number 20 in the state, in Class 3A, number 5. And the Coaches Poll in 3A has the Irish at number 7.
Yeah, and in this 13-game winning streak, I mean, they've beaten a lot of really good teams, Kevin. Obviously, we talked about Chittard. They beat Noblesville in double overtime. January 7th, they beat a good Zionsville team by 12 in December, Jeffersonville by 3, and they won at Jennings County by 1 in November. So they've had some really good wins in this season. Now we'll see, Kevin. Center Grove has had strong starts in both quarters, Kevin. They first quarter they scored the first 10. Second quarter they scored the first 9 or 8 in the second quarter. So we'll see if they can do the same. Cathedral in a little bit of foul trouble. Triggs got those 2 early fouls. She set most of the second quarter. And then Maddie Watko, another starter for them, has 3 fouls. She got a third one late as well. So we'll see if Coach Lisa Finn decides to start Watko in the second half. Center Grove, obviously, Grayson Gilliard, the only one. Well, Grayson Gilliard and Hannah Jen both have 2 fouls.
Back to the floor.
Center Grove original starters: Tapak, Jen, Gilliard, Pierce, and Wagner. And original starters for the Irish: Watko, Anuka, Wiggins, Derringer, and Triggs. And with the Irish taking the ball out of bounds, and they on their first possession turn the ball over. Here comes Grayson Gilliard for Center Grove around the perimeter to Mackenzie Pierce, high left side. Back to Jen, now to Tapak. On the wing, Gilliard. Once again, the Trojans moving the ball side to side. Good ball movement. Tapak between the circles. Finds Gilliard. She steps back for a deep 3. It's short. She had a couple of threes in the first quarter. Anuka with the rebound into the front court. Ball's being kind of knocked around. Anuka gets it back. Now her pass out on top is intercepted by Tapak. She makes the pass to Pierce. Got away from Pierce. Picked up by Gilliard. Shovel pass underneath. Goes to Wagner. Wagner scores her 7th point.
Just a calmness right there when Grayson finally got that ball that was deflected multiple times. She just shovels it underneath, like you said, to Haley, and Haley gets her 7th point of the game.
34-21, Center Grove. And the driver's seat underway in this third quarter. 6:40 on the clock. Trojans man-to-man defense. Such stifling defense by the Trojans. They've won the last 3 matchups against the Irish, beating them last year at home, 49-32. 2 years ago here at Cathedral, Center Grove won 53-37. So they've kept the Irish in that 30 range, and then 3 years ago it was back at the Vandy, 49-32. So they've kept the Irish in that 30 range all 3 years. Turnover by the Fighting Irish. Center Grove with the basketball.
Yeah, Nuka had a shot that airballed, and then Wiggins tried to retrieve it, and she stepped out of bounds.
The senior, Hannah Jen out on top, brings it to the senior Grayson Gilliard. 1 dribble, mid-range jump shot, rimmed it. Rebound Irish. Anuka will push across midcourt with the right-handed dribble. Bounce pass into the high post. Wiggins takes it to the corner. That was Triggs in the corner. Around the perimeter now it's Merritt Hill. Terminates the dribble on the left wing. Anuka dribbles, pounds it, goes it to the right, now comes back left. 3-pointer on the way for Wiggins. Hit the back point, battle for the rebound. Tapak goes after it. Couple of Irish players on the floor. Jump ball is called. It will be CG ball with 5:35 to go in the third.
Yeah, glad Tapak got up from that one because she had the ball and then got
kind of rolled up on.
Rolled up on, and Triggs kind of jumped on the pile there, and yeah, that's when you can get hurt. But jump ball called. Center Grove gets possession.
Pierce to Jen, top of the key. Wagner now to Gilliard. Grayson looks to drive to the left baseline, taken away. They rotate it to the right corner. 3 is short by Tapak. Rebound Irish. Anuka brings it into the front court.
Couple good looks off the three-point line, Kevin, here early in the second half. Just haven't went down for Center Grove, but that defense has been stifling for the first 3 minutes. No points for Cathedral.
Grayson, heavy pressure on the ball. Skip pass goes to Hill. Hill working against Jen. Jen all over her. And now Anuka tries to go baseline. There's some contact. And they're going to say she's out of bounds.
Yeah, Center Grove got a little ball. It might have got a break right there. A little bit of contact, but Anuka just falls out of bounds.
Ball out of bounds.
Yeah, referee saying that she stepped out of bounds before the contact.
4:40 on the clock, third quarter, 34-21. Center Grove leads it by 13 points over the Irish. Lob pass inside goes to Wagner, cutting to the basket. Her shot is blocked. There's a whistle. And do we have a foul, or is it out of bounds?
Yeah,
it's going to be a foul.
She
against Garrett Hill.
Yeah, Hill I think got mostly ball, but the body was what they called her for that, and rightfully so. So Haley Wagner going to the free throw line for 2.
7 points in the ball game. Swishes the first free throw. 8 points in the contest for Wagner, the sophomore. She averages 8 points a ball game, 5 rebounds, 65% from the charity stripe.
Haley's been so consistent all year, giving good minutes inside.
Misses on the next free throw. 35-21 Trojans. Three-pointer doesn't go for the Irish, but the putback is good by Anuka. Foul against the Trojans on the putback. So 13 points for Anuka.
Nice block out there by Center Grove, and Anuka, even though she's 5'7", did a good job of going there, got the rebound bucket, and was fouled. So an opportunity to get it back to that original 11-point amount.
Pierce commits her second foul, misses on the free throw. Rebound Wagner, 35-23. Center Grove with the advantage.
That's a body. Hill got there late on that, and man, Grayson just made a move at the top of the key and went right around the girl that was trying to guard her and drove to the basket. Hill came over and gave up the foul.
Couple of free throws for Grayson Gilliard. Hits on the first, 20 points for Grayson. In case you're wondering, she did set the school record for the most points in one game, 37 points earlier this season against Indian Creek in the Johnson County quarterfinals. She hits on both free throws here. She's now up to 21 points in tonight's ball game.
She's had a few games this year, Kevin, over 30. 33 last week.
She's at 21. Again, school record that she set 37 points against Indian Creek. Missed shot from the perimeter by the Irish. Grayson with the rebound. She takes it down the middle of the floor. Sprong for 3, rimmed it. Kicks out long, chased down by Tapak. Near the 10-second line, Tapak finds Grayson Gilliard. Out on top, Wagner. 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Trojans getting into their half-court sets. Sprong lobs it inside. Wide open is Grayson Gilliard.
Great pass by Ella Sprong, and Gilliard, nice back cut there, and Sprong hit her in stride for another bucket. Center Grove back up by 16 now.
Grayson, 23 points in the ballgame. Pass inside, up and over the top of her teammate, and the Irish throw it away. They throw it out of bounds. Kennedy Kemper, sophomore, in for Wagner for the Trojans. Taylor Babington in for the Irish. Center Grove with the basketball in front, 39-23. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Going to the basket, pull-up jump shot off the mark by Grayson Gilliard, about a 10-foot jumper. Cleared out by the Irish. Derringer rotates it. Watko with the dribble. Back to Derringer. Babington. Left wing, skip pass. Brings it all the way to the right side to Wiggins. To the baseline. Shot is no good. That was Triggs, I believe, on that missed shot. And now she's fouled. She got the ball back. Foul against the Trojans.
Yeah, it's probably on Kemper there, I believe, but that was not on the shot. Yeah, she couldn't quite get it up in the air. But Cathedral, when Anuka is not in the game, really struggles offensively. Anuka's got 13 out of their 23 points. The girl's done a really good job against Wiggins.
Babington inside fouled, and that's going against Grayson Gilliard. That'll be number 3 on Grayson, and Coach probably puts her on the bench for the rest of the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the referee, that was straight up.
At the moment, no sub for Grayson. Babington hits the left-handed three, or free throw, I should say. 4 points off the bench. And hits on the next as well.
Being a 54% free throw shooter, Kevin, she's 3 for 3 tonight.
She's been working on that free throw.
Hasn't looked the smoothest, but doesn't matter when they go in.
Grayson Gilliard out on top. Right baseline drive, spin move by the freshman Tapak.
Oh, that was pretty right there. She drives baseline and then goes back to her left hand, which is her strong hand, and floats it over the rim. Great play there.
7 points for Tapak. She heard Rick talking about his visit to Texas Roadhouse. I think she would like to win that Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game honors tonight. Missed shot by the Irish. Foul on the rebound against CG.
Foul is on number 2. Tapak second. Team 4.
Number 2 on Lilia Tapak. Wagner comes in to give Grayson Gilliard a breather. Again, she goes to the bench with 3 fouls, 23 points. 14 fouls against the Trojans, 1:43 remaining third quarter. Irish finally get the ball inbounds under their own basket. Babington with the left-handed drive, goes off the glass too hard. Weak side rebound. Watko, her putback is good, and she'll go to the free throw line for a free throw.
Yeah, Coach Stuckmeyer not going to be happy with the second chances, the second chance opportunities, and Center Grove gave Cathedral 3 extra shots at that on that possession, and Watko made him pay for an and one.
Kemper with her second foul. Misses on the free throw. Sprong with the rebound. She's being double teamed. Pivoting. She finally gets rid of it. Finds Wagner. Nobody back defensively. And Wagner misses on the layup, but she's fouled. 2 free throws for Wagner. Wagner 8 points in the ball game. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She had a breakaway, but she was hit on the arm on the layup.
On the arm, and the referee underneath the basket looking right at it. No call. The guy at half court had to call it.
Free throw is good. 9 points for Wagner. Chance to get into double figures on this next free throw. She doesn't quite get the roll. Sprong almost comes up with the rebound. Goes out of bounds on that inline. It will be Cathedral ball.
Great effort there by Ella. Almost able to get that, but she barely touched out of bounds there, so Cathedral gets it back.
Babington driving with that left hand. Throws it back out on top. Ball was going to go out of bounds, and the Cathedral player throws it off Sprung. It will be Cathedral ball.
Yeah, I think Sprung thought she threw it off of her, but then it bounced off of Wiggins while she was standing out of bounds, but the referee saw it differently.
Taylor Babington Jr. around the perimeter. Down to 1 minute, third quarter. Center Grove has led throughout in tonight's matchup here at Cathedral. Trying to get to 19-0. Derringer, high right side. Inside, backdoor cut. Wiggins, the sophomore, scores. She flashed along that baseline. She was open.
Yeah,
She's got 4 points.
Good pass to her, and Center Grove turns it over at the other end, and Cathedral, after falling behind by 16 again, now has a chance to cut it to 11 or possibly 10 here by the end of the third quarter.
Final 25 seconds in this third quarter. Trojans by 13. Pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to put Grayson back in here, Kevin. 17 seconds left. Trusting that she won't pick up an offensive foul.
Kemper will take a break for the Trojans. She played again in the JV contest, and the Center Grove JV got a nice win tonight over Cathedral.
Big win, Kevin.
50-14. JV now 15-5. Down to 10 seconds. Tapak, Gilliard with the dribble. Had it knocked away, chases it down. 3 seconds, 2. Pull-up jump shot from the free throw line is short, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Center Grove in front, 42-29. On the road against the Cathedral Fighting Irish. Tonight's game presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service. We host classes nearly every working day, with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year. So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care. Home ownership is already stressful enough. So when it comes to peace of mind for your home, trust Peterman to get it done. And for a limited time, get a free furnace from us. Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
After three quarters, Center Grove leads Cathedral 42-29 here on the road. Center Grove this week, 2 difficult challenges here at Cathedral tonight. On Saturday, they'll be at Hamilton Southeastern, a team ranked number 5 in the state of Indiana. Will be there with the live stream coming up on Saturday night at 7:30 right here on Sports Night Indiana.
Yeah, 2 great matchups, Kevin, on the road to get yourself prepared for postseason play. 1 more regular season week next week, and then they'll get going at Center Grove in sectional.
Speaking of that, the sectional pairing show this Sunday, 6 until 8 in the evening on IHSATV.org. Center Grove will have 2 more games next week. Greenwood home Tuesday, 7:30, senior night, and then at Avon next Thursday. Both games next week at 7:30. Cathedral with the basketball to begin things here in this final quarter. Ball goes into the backcourt. Whistle, and do we have a foul or over and back? It's going to be a foul against CG.
Foul is on the Trojans, number 10, Hannah Jen with her
Third foul against Hannah Jen.
Yeah, Coach Stuckmeyer's telling Hannah, you don't need to reach like that. You're in pretty good guarding position. And that's a nice play by Kemper to knock that one away, because she had Triggs with pretty good post position, but without fouling, just reached over and knocked that one away. Center Grove sitting Grayson to start this fourth quarter.
Off the out-of-bounds play, the Center Grove Trojans knock it away. Ends up in the hands of Hannah Jen. She pushes quickly. Setting up for the 3 is Pierce. She was long with the 3 attempt.
And got a good look there. Good job of pushing by Hannah. And
Babington tries a 3, missed it.
great block out by Mackenzie Pierce on the far side. Gets the long rebound.
Wagner in the corner, skip pass all the way to the other side of the court to Sprong. Now out on top to Jen. Wagner gets it back. Pass goes to Pierce. It's intercepted by the Irish, and the Irish throw it away. They threw it into the front court. That's Watko with the steal, and then she gives it right back to Center Grove. 6.5 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. Center Grove 42, Cathedral 29. Jen terminates the dribble between the circles. Now to Sprong. High right side back to Jen.
Yeah, neither team has scored the first minute and a half here in the fourth quarter, Kevin, and Jen's going to be perfectly happy just to hold the ball because they're not guarding her. So now they're having her come out.
Yeah, Trojans are content to run some clock here, being very, very patient. We're down to 6 minutes in the fourth. For the Cathedral Fighting Irish, their final 3 games this Friday: home against Northview, 8 o'clock. Saturday, home against Huntington North, 7:30. And then Tuesday at Carmel, 7:30. They're going to play in the sectional 26 in Class 3A at Shortridge High School. Turnover by the Trojans, and Anuka in transition scores. She's had a solid game tonight. She has 15 points to lead the way.
Yeah, Center Grove a little careless with the ball there. You got both Tapek and Grayson out at the start of the fourth quarter here. Now Coach Stuckmeyer is going to get both of them back in. Calls its first time out of tonight as that lead gets down to 11. That's exactly what it was after the first quarter, Kevin, and after the second quarter.
This is a 30-second timeout called by Kevin Stuckmeyer. The Trojans under Coach Stuckmeyer. 4 sectional titles, 2 regional titles. They've been close to getting to that state championship game. Sure love to see them make a deep run this year.
Yeah, they've a couple opportunities in the last 3 or 4 years, Kevin. But the South is so good, Kevin, when the Lawrence sectional and the Plainfield sectional started going south. Plainfield sectional always has. But when that Lawrence Central, Lawrence North sectional has went south in the last few years, that makes it very difficult to come out of the South, and that's what's kind of bit Center Grove when you get to that level. But another opportunity here, and they got a great chance.
Center Grove with the basketball here in the half court. Tapek, as Rick mentioned, back in the ball game along with Gilliard.
Yeah, now Cathedral goes a little zone here.
Hannah Jen attacking the basket with the dribble drive. She was bumped and fouled. Ball out of bounds under the Trojan basket. Watko with the foul. That'll be her 4th.
Yeah, that's 4 on Watko.
That is the 4th foul on Watko. Team foul first.
Yeah, they're in kind of a 2-3. Kevin, I think that's what it is a 2-3, and then they look to trap.
Trying to trap.
You get in the corners and they start trapping.
Correct.
Yeah,
look opposite. Pierce gets the ball. Just stay out of the corner.
Yeah,
so the Irish have changed up their defense.
This is where you flash Grayson to the free throw line, and she's going to get opportunities there.
And they throw it inside. Grayson puts out the shot just short. She's fouled. She was bumped on the way up. She's a little frustrated with herself. She thought she should have hit that basket.
That was a great little screen there. Set play off of that. Great screen by Haley Wagner, and Grayson gets fouled.
3 fouls on Wiggins. Free throw is good. 24 points for Grayson Gilliard. We'll have more basketball coming up tomorrow night. Here on Sports Night Indiana, we'll go to Greenwood High School. The Woodmen will host Indian Creek in boys basketball tomorrow night at 7:30.
Now Center Grove goes a little diamond trap, Kevin. First time tonight. Ooh, almost get the turnover. Still got a chance, and Mackenzie Pierce gets the steal, trying to get out of trouble.
She tried to get it to Jen, but just couldn't quite control it. You're right, Center Grove showing a different look here defensively.
Man, and I like when they show that every once in a while with Grayson on the front of that press, Kevin. She is so active and is able to get some steals.
Trojans now the man-to-man defense. 4:15 to play in tonight's ball game. 44-31, Center Grove with a commanding lead. Irish working the ball around the perimeter, just not able to find any gaps here to attack the basketball. Knocked away by Wagner. Chased down, though, by the Irish. Tatum Triggs chased it down near the midcourt stripe. Good defense here by CG.
Yeah, Cathedral just, finally Coach Finn saw enough from her offense, passing it around for 30 seconds and almost turning it over a couple times to go, let's get a timeout and let's diagram something up. But it's a fact. That defense is so stifling
Center Grove and just a trademark of Kevin Stuckmeyer teams at Center Grove, and Cathedral just right now just struggling.
Coach Lisa Finn calls a full timeout. Coach Finn was quite the player back in the day herself. She was Miss Basketball here in the state of Indiana, 1996, and her junior year in 1995, she helped Huntington North to a state championship. And she was also the MVP of the state finals and was just inducted into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame in 2024. So you remember Huntington North won the state title in 95. Center Grove won its lone title the next year in 96.
Anybody else you know from Huntington North, Kevin? Know anybody famous, anybody infamous, anything like that?
Well, my wife's family's all from Huntington, Indiana. How about that?
Shout out to the in-laws right there, including,
That's right.
including Stacy.
That's right. Huntington North Viking. You're a Viking.
I'm a Viking, North Posey Viking. Not near as big as Huntington North.
3:50 to play here at Cathedral. Final quarter, 44-31. CG leads Cathedral. Jaslyn Young, sophomore, new player in here for the Irish. See if they get a little more movement, be a little more active here on offense. What do we got? A whistle and a reach-in foul against Center Grove.
I think that's going to be on Jen, and that's going to be foul number 4.
Sprong checks in for Hannah. She'll lead with 4 fouls.
Number 3, Ella Sprong.
I'm surprised that Cathedral doesn't have Anuka back in unless she's not feeling well or something. She sat out most of this fourth quarter. She's really been their main offensive threat tonight. Here she comes back to the scorer's table.
Ooh, bounce pass goes to the corner. Did she save it? She did. Young saves it, and now it goes out of bounds. Just some miscommunication from the point guard to the wing on that pass.
Also in for the Irish, number 22, Taylor Babington.
A couple of subs back in, you're right, for the Fighting Irish. Anuka back in. Babington also back in. 3:15 to go in the fourth. Tapak into the front court. High right side now, Mackenzie Pierce to Sprong. Pass to Gilliard. Center Grove content to run some clock here, being very, very patient in the half court. Tapak, couple of dribbles, now inside, posting and going off the glass and scoring.
Too strong.
It's Gilliard.
Yeah. I mean, she had Babington on her backside, and Babington just went backwards whenever Grayson went up. Great body control, great use of the left hand to keep it away from the defense, and she gets another 2 on the board.
27 points for Grayson Gilliard. Babington drives left baseline, missed the shot, rebound Gilliard. Grayson crossover dribble, splits 2 defenders. She's fouled by Anuka. She'll be at the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on the Irish, number 4, Mary Hill, her third. Fouls.
They'll put that one actually on Hill. That'll be her third, not Anuka. Free throw is good on the first try for Grayson Gilliard, 28 points.
All 5 of Center Grove's points here in the fourth quarter.
She spins the basketball, lets it fly, and it's short. Rebound Wiggins. Approaching 2:15 to play in tonight's ball game here on the east side of Indy. And again, the Trojans back in action Saturday night, 7:30 at Hamilton Southeastern. The Royals are ranked number 5 in the state. Should be a heck of a showdown. Three-pointer, good. And a quick timeout called by Cathedral. That is Wiggins hitting the 3.
That's her first 3 of the night. Not really known as a three-point shooter either. Kevin comes in shooting 20% on the year, but she gets that one to go down. Cathedral back to 13.
Center Grove's opponent again Saturday, HSE. Center Grove last year lost a tough one at home to the Royals, 67-59, but I'll never forget the win 2 years ago at HSE. Might have been the best game Center Grove played all season long. They went up there and won 74-58.
Well, you gotta remember too that one we did last year. Now playing at IU, Maya Masaleski. I'm sure I butchered her name there, but she was dominant last year. Got to the free throw line a ton, and Center Grove HSE just pulled away late. But you're right, that game 2 years ago at HSE, I remember watching that from my home, and you and Brent Nickerson doing that game, and that was a fantastic game. And it's going to be another tough one. Kennedy Holman, another Miss Basketball candidate for HSE. She was out for a few games a month or so ago, but she's back for them. And Stidham as well is a really good shooter for them. So that's going to be a tough matchup. And like you said, they're up to number 5 in the state in 4A. So that's going to be number 4A versus number 5A up in Hamilton County on Saturday night.
Center Grove with the basketball. Man-to-man full court pressure by
foul.
Cathedral. Babington pressuring Gilliard as she brings it into the front court. Now Tay-Pack dribbles to the lane to Jen in the deep right corner. Down to 140 in the ball game. Again, Center Grove has beaten the Irish the last 3 years and kept them in that 30 range. And you look at the clock, it's 47-34. We're headed to that 30 range once again by this Center Grove defense and holding the Irish down. We got a jump ball. It will be CG ball out of bounds.
Clock ticks towards 1 minute, Kevin. We got to start making a decision. Oh, that one almost hits the drum again, but start making a decision on Texas Roadhouse player of the game. Got a couple ideas here. We'll make a decision at the 1 minute mark if everything stays the same here.
Irish with the basketball following the turnover by CG. Center Grove scrappy man-to-man defense. Baseline shot good by Anuka. She's played well tonight.
Yeah, she has. She absolutely has. Hannah just needs to hold the ball there.
Under a minute to play.
And Cathedral being very aggressive, and they can afford to with only 2 fouls, and they're getting rewarded because they're not calling any fouls.
Center Grove just working the ball, taking clock at this point. 40 seconds to go.
Call timeout.
And the ball was loose around midcourt, and it is a timeout called by Kevin Stuckmeyer of CG. 39.5 seconds left to play in the fourth. 47-36, Center Grove by 11. When we do a congratulations to former Center Grove Trojan Katie Boone. She played for Center Grove 1997 to 2001. She was named to the 2026 Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame Women's Silver Anniversary Team as an honoree. So congrats to Katie. She was quite the player back in the day. She helped CG in 2000-2001 season to a 20-5 season, MICCO championship, and a sectional title. She finished her career with 603 points, 299 assists, 2 sectional titles, a regional title, and went on to have a great career at Valparaiso University, and actually was inducted into the Valpo Athletics Hall of Fame in 2013.
Great accomplishment, great recognition there for Katie.
Hannah Jen will throw it in right in front of the Center Grove bench. With 39.5 seconds left to play, a double team on Tay-Pack. She is fouled immediately. Third foul on Tatum Triggs.
Still only the 4th team foul, so next one will send Center Grove to the free throw line. Try to run the same play there and throw it to her. Coach Stuckmeyer calls a quick timeout. You know what, Kevin? We're going to go ahead and call this Texas Roadhouse player of the game, and I think we're going to go with the freshman, Lilia Tay-Pack. She has 7 points, done a great job defensively and kind of running from the point. And it's been a pretty difficult night when you have a really high-pressure point guard that you're bringing it up against, and Precious Anuka, who comes in averaging almost 5 steals a game, but Tay-Pack has done a fantastic job. So Lilia is going to be our Texas Roadhouse player of the game. And she will get a free meal from the Greenwood Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of the fine folks at Texas Roadhouse, George Hill. Appreciate their support.
Also, big thank you to Hobby Gingery Law, again donating $3 for each made three-pointer tonight by the Center Grove Trojans. Center Grove 3 3-pointers all came in the first quarter up to this point.
Yeah, they've had a couple good looks, Kevin, here in the second half. They just haven't went down.
That money being donated to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parent Club. Appreciate Eric Hobbig and making that donation. Center Grove off the out-of-bounds play, knocked away from Mackenzie Pierce. A steal here for the Irish.
Yeah, Center Grove's only got 2 team fouls. Oh, and Hannah picks her pocket.
Watko had the steal, and then you're right, Jen steals it back for the Trojans. 24 seconds to play. Foul against the Irish.
Yeah, going to get free throws now. 2 free throws for Lilia.
Maddie Watko, I think, just fouled out.
Yes, she did. Tough
her
night.
Fifth foul, and had her with 5 points in the ball game. At the line is Lilia Tapak, our Greenwood Texas Roadhouse player of the game tonight. Hits on the first free throw, 2 of 2 from the stripe, 8 points. And she hit on the next as well. 49-36 Trojans. .15 seconds to play. Anuka misses on the 3. Rebound Trojans. Gilliard dribbles into the front court.
They tried to foul her and they didn't call it. Triggs had both arms around her.
They'll let the clock run out. 49-36. Center Grove with the impressive win tonight over the Cathedral Fighting Irish on the road for Center Grove. 19-0 on the season. 6-0 on the road. That snaps Cathedral's 13-game winning streak. The Irish fall to 15-5. Once again, our Texas Roadhouse player of the game tonight, Lilia Tapak, ends the game with 9 points. She'll get a free meal from the Greenwood Texas Roadhouse. Rick and I'll return with tonight's scores and get you ready for the Trojans' next game on the road on Saturday night, 7:30 at number 5. HSC will be there with the live stream. Good win tonight for Coach Stuckmeyer and the Trojans. Your final, 49-36 on the road over the Irish. This is CG Girls Basketball presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night, Indiana.
At the Skin Lab, beauty and wellness come together under one roof. From advanced skin treatments and injectables to personalized wellness programs, we help you look and feel your very best. Whether you want radiant, glowing skin, balanced hormones, or a boost in confidence, our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. Discover an experience where science meets luxury and results speak for themselves. The Skin Lab, your journey to confidence starts here.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service. We host classes nearly every working day, with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year. So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care. Home ownership is already stressful enough. So when it comes to peace of mind for your home, trust Peterman to get it done. And for a limited time, get a free furnace from us. Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Center Grove still undefeated on the season, improving to 19-0, the only girls basketball team in the state of Indiana still undefeated. Rick Embry got a little sloppy at times tonight, but the Trojans got what they needed tonight, and that was a nice win here at Cathedral.
Well, it was a huge start, Kevin. They scored 20 points in the first quarter. You're up 20-9 after the first quarter, and then you just I like to look at those efforts and call them workmanlike. I mean, they just did what they needed to do, played great defense. I mean, each of the other quarters, it was second quarter 12-12, third quarter 10-8 Center Grove, fourth quarter 7-7. So they jump out to that big lead and really were never threatened by Cathedral. I think they got it cut to maybe 9 or 10 late in that second quarter, but besides that, they never really threatened in the second half. Center Grove bumped it out to, I think, 17 or 18 was their biggest lead in the second half, 19 in the first half, or 19 at the start of the second quarter. But they just did enough, and obviously that first quarter was fueled by the Miss Basketball candidate, Grayson Gilliard. I mean, she had 17 points in that first quarter and fought a little bit of foul trouble the rest of the night, but still ended up with 28. So other scores for Center Grove, Lilia Tapek, our Texas Roadhouse player of the game, had 9, along with the sophomore Haley Wagner had a very nice game. She had 9 points, and then Mackenzie Pierce had a 3-pointer. So 4 girls scored for Center Grove, led by Gilliard's 28. For Cathedral, they were led in scoring by Precious Anuka. She had 17. Carolyn Wiggins had 7. Taylor Babington and Maddie Watko had 5, and then Merritt Hill had a bucket for their 36. So impressive performance, and Center Grove now goes up to the Fishers to face a very, very good HSC team on Saturday night.
Yeah, we'll be there with the live stream coming up on Saturday night, 7:30. Rick and I'll be there. Should be a great matchup. Again, you're right. HSC ranked number 5 in the state. Depends on what poll you look at. Center Grove number 3, number 4 in the state of Indiana. Bottom line, 2 really good programs, well coached, and it should be another fantastic game coming up on Saturday. We'll be there again with the live stream here on Sports Night Indiana at 7:30. Rick, on that, I think we'll wrap things up here from Cathedral. Again, just a great performance, especially by the senior Grayson Gilliard, but also Wagner, great contributions, and like you said, our Texas Roadhouse player of the game tonight, Tapak, the freshman, 9 points. She also played extremely well.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and I mean, you don't show up on the scorecard, but score sheet, I should say. But Mackenzie Pierce was very good. Ella Sprong gave them good minutes. Hannah was her typical pesky self defensively. So all of those girls did a good job. Kennedy Kemper came in and gave them good minutes when Grayson was battling foul trouble. So another great effort. And I mean, it's hard to nitpick anything, Kevin. They're 19-0 and top 5 in the state in 4A, and you got 3 regular season games before the postseason starts. So it'll be a very, very tough matchup on Saturday up at HSE.
Rick, we'll see you Saturday night.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you. So once again, final score tonight from Cathedral. Center Grove over Cathedral, 49-36. Trojans 19 wins, 0 losses. Cathedral at 15-5. And the JV contest, Center Grove victorious over Cathedral, 50-14. CGJV now 15-5 on the season. Tonight's Center Grove girls basketball coverage was produced by Sports Night Indiana. Our presenting sponsor was Duke Homes. Again, CG girls basketball Saturday at number 5 HSC, 7:30 tip. We'll be there at the live stream. Our next Sports Night Indiana web stream, though, is coming up tomorrow night. Indian Creek at Greenwood. Boys basketball tipping at 7:30. Until next time, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Emery saying good night, everyone, from Cathedral High School.